thank the divines for you. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me. You do? All right then, enough mysteries. You have an Elder Scroll. Remarkable. If my knowledge of history serves me, I recall that the Dawn Guard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll. Just tell me where I need to go. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
Once was a hero named Ragnar, riding the white one from Orix.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
I'm impressed you could find a... For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
My trip to Skyrim has become quite the adventure. Not as... It's true what we do. These children... I'm afraid there's not much more to tell. Even today, the Elder Scrolls remain a great enigma. My trip to Skyrim has become quite the adventure. Ah, hello there. It is us. We read these ancient... Sometimes, that is the very purpose. It is the lower... The tower... I hope one day to see it restored to its former glory. If you find any more Elder Scrolls...
For the reading?
About,
Yeah.
be sure to let me know.
Just let the old man know when you're ready. I knew it would come to this one day. I knew.
Ah, my rescuer. It's good to see. It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Do you have a moment to talk? Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That doesn't exactly make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. Ever since he decided to make that prophecy his calling, we kind of drifted apart. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure... Besides, any ideas? almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look. True. But there's an old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
I'm glad we're finally taking the fight to those monsters.
Yes? What did you need? What now? I'm right behind you.
What do you need? What's got you curious? Perhaps I should practice with an arming sword more. I'd like to at least match your skill in one-handed combat. This should keep you going, till we find some game out here.
I have never been afraid of the dark. In fact, sometimes I think the dark is...
Never seen skies
Around this bed.
anywhere else in town yet.
Who's there?
Let it be a lesson to others. Come on! Problem solved.
What did you need? This leads out to the courtyard. We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot in the centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's building. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. What happened to my family? I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all, it appears that way. Perhaps if he had spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the castle. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Die! Worse. Done and done. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. You're not getting the best of me.
This work.
Here we go. tasting the blood.
I was worried about Lucian for a moment there, but he had it covered. Is finished.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she... I mean, she taught me everything I know. I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these... What's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. You found her journal. Let me take a look at it. I only know what she had a theory about soul gems. The soul cairn is... My mother spent a lot of time... That circle... If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here. A handful of... Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of... Not bad. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Of course. What is it? I've been asking myself. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost. Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then? All right, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. Created a portal in the soul. Incredible. You all right? That looked painful. Now that I think of... It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... There might be. Vampires aren't counted among the living. Not your first choice, I guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll enough. My mother taught... It would make you a bit weaker. I'm sorry. Just know... I know that better than anybody.
It's like traveling with the dumb
You made up
shadows
your mind?
sometimes. How do you move about so silently?
Are you sure? I'm willing... You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul. I know this is difficult for you. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any... I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for them. Seems awful, like they're still suffering. Here we go.
Death is our blessing.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a Arvak, please, he's such a loyal creature. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you?
Who's there?
Arvak, please come back!
I knew it. Mother!
It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe Serana has sacrificed everything to You think I'd have the scrolls are merely a meme. When I fled, the second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor, like myself, tradition we call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana. If Harkon obtained Auriel's in his eyes, and how exactly do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed. Serana, the stranger, aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father!
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes. Fortunately, you're in a position to... You need to locate at their base. Destroy the Keepers. One more word. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Drago, everything okay with you?
I am fine. Thank you for... You?
Smashing.
Glad to hear it.
Who's there?
saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
Who's there?
Oh, like myself up.
I wonder if the fire's still burning in the Imperial City.
You managed to destroy... Yes. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Wait, I hear something.
Easy.
Who's there?
Time to end this.
Astonishment. Volumes written in Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless the soul of a dragon. It's possible that you're killing blow. Minutes. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can...
Come on, she's leading us to the scroll.
What did you want? What did you want?
I can't believe we found my mother alive.
What did you want?
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
What did you want? volume. Unless the soul. It's possible that you'll kill it in minutes. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can be on your way.
Come on, she's leaving us.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be able to. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know. Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know.
You know what I mean.
Now that you've retrieved the Elders, so my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy. Don't worry. I think I can help you. Your soul lesson, you simply need to retrieve. There's an offering up. Is there anything else? I have no choice. If I return to Tamriel, I appreciate your concern for me. But Saran, remember that, and promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. I therefore honor your I merely wish to, for before this, if I ventured far, I will do me this simple, trivial in you. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Let's just... How in the name of Zenith are... You got it. I used to be one of the best... There. And what exact... I'll tell you what. The only thing I... Bring me, say... odds and ends I've gathered. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal. If you... Husks. You still... Morven. I see. Beyond the end.
What do you need?
Brought some soul high. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. What, are you kidding me? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. What a... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. What a... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. What do you... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. What do... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. What am I? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. What a... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. What do you... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. What do you... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. What? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. What do you want? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
I wish you could come with us.
Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. What, are you kidding me? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
I wish you could come with us.
Sure, got plenty. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
I wish you could come with us.
Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it.
Let's go home.
Maybe it will do you some good.
Can I see it? Please, can I see the Elder Scroll? I've wanted to hold one all my life, and it's right there. Really? I thought you'd try and talk me out of it. Well, finally. Never mind. Here. Nothing. Just lines and patterns. Oh, forget it. I'll tell you someday. Thanks for letting me look. Excellent. What shall we work on this time? You do? Splendid. Which spell? Ah, so I'll be able to heal you in combat as well as myself. Good plan. Alright. How's that? Feel good? Or at least not actively painful? Marvelous.
Brought some... Sure, got plenty. What am I... Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Of course I do. What do you want? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it.
The sooner...
Maybe it will do you some good.
Deal with my father.
Sure, got plenty. What am I? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
Come on, let's go home.
Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. What are you? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Sure, got plenty. What am I gonna do with it? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
I'm glad we found the scroll. Oh.
course I do. What? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. What do you want? Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
I wish she could come with us.
Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
The sooner we deal with my father.
Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good. Of course I do. What do you want? Sure, here you go.